Most of the things that people are calling AI agents aren't actually agents. They are a clever prompt in a trench coat. In the next 12 minutes, I'll show you one thing that separates a real agent from a chatbot. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You'll watch a product demo and go, yeah, that's an autocomplete with a good marketing. Let's get into it. Quick intro if we haven't met, I'm Manish. I design agentic AI systems for enterprise for a living, the kind that actually ship, not the kind that live in a slide deck. I've been writing about this every day for a while now, and enough people have asked me to show it on video. So here we are, episode 1. Here's the question I get more than the other. Manish, what's the actual difference between a chatbot and an agent? Isn't an agent just ChatGPT with extra steps? Fair question. And the honest answer is the extra steps are the whole thing. It's not a dodge. Let me show you what I mean. A chatbot gives you an answer, you ask, it replies, done. An agent goes after an outcome. You give it a goal and it figures out the steps, does them, checks whether it worked, and tries again if it didn't. One talks, the other does. Sounds simple. The mechanics underneath is what gets interesting. When you use a normal LLM, here's what happens. Your text goes in, some text comes out, one shot, no memory of what it just did, no way to act on the world, no second attempt. An agent wraps the same model inside a loop. Watch. You give it a goal, it makes a plan. It takes an action, and this is the part that matters. It can actually do things now because we hand it tools, search the web, query a database, call an API, write a file, then it looks at what just happened. Did that work? And it describes the next move around and round until a goal is met or it decides it's stuck. That's it. That's the secret. The model is the same. The loop is the difference. A chatbot is a model. An agent is a model that's given a goal, some tools, and permission to keep going. So next time someone shows you an AI agent, ask one question. Does it run a loop and use tools, or does it just answer in one shot? If it's one shot, my friend, that's a chatbot in a costume. Enough theory. Same task, two ways. The task is find me the 3 cheapest direct flights from Bangalore to Singapore for next weekend and draft a short message to my manager asking for those days off. Here's a regular chatbot. Watch what it does. So, as you can see, it is showing me a general advice for to check Skyscanner and made up caveat prices and a generic email. It is useful, but notice it can't actually check today's price and it's guessing from memory, and it gave me a homework, not a result. Now the agent, same prompt. So if you see, first it has got a goal, plan, action, and observe as part of it. It plans the respective steps, action, act onto it, observes and does as part of it to achieve a respective goal. And at the end of it, a mail has also been triggered to my manager for respective leave. So do you see the difference? It went and looked, it used the tool, read the result and made a decision. Then it did the second task, the email, using what it just learned. That's the loop running in real life. Plan, act, observe, repeat. Now, fair warning, this is where agents get spicy. The chatbot can't really mess anything up. The agent is out there taking action, which is powerful and little nerve wracking. And we'll spend a whole episode later on keeping things under a leash. Reasonable question. Agents aren't a brand new idea, so why is everyone losing their mind about them in 2026? Three things lined up. The models got genuinely good at reasoning and at calling tools without failing over. The plumbing matured. These are real frameworks now building these loops instead of duct taping your own. And companies stopped doing little experiments and starting pulling agents in actual workflows where they can handle real work. The last one is the shift that I see every day at work. We have moved from what it would be cool if to do this in production, and it's handling tickets while I sleep. That's new. That's why it matters now and not 2 years ago. Let's name the parts because you'll hear these words constantly. Every agent has five. One, the model, the brain, it resonates and decides. Without it, nothing thinks. Two, tools, the hands, search, code, APIs, database. This is how the agent touches the real world. Three is memory. So it remembers what it did three steps ago and ideally what you told it last week. Four, orchestration, the loop itself, the thing that says, okay, that worked, do the next step, or that failed, try again. This is the part people skip, and it's the part that actually makes it an agent. Five, the goal, what you actually want. Without a clear goal, the loop has nowhere to go. Brain, hands, memory, a loop, and a goal. Memorize those five. When an agent misbehaves, it's almost always one of these five that's broken, and knowing which one is half of fixing it. So here what we are going. This series builds up properly, episode by episode. Next time we build your first real agent from scratch, no framework, just the loop, so you actually understand what's happening under the hood. After that, we add tools and let it loose on real tasks, then memory, then multi-agent setups, where you have got several of these things working together like a little team. And later, the stuff nobody likes to talk about, how to stop your agent from doing something dumb and expensive. By the end, you won't just understand agents, you'll be able to build them. If that prompt in a trench coat line made you laugh, subscribe. That's the energy for this whole series. And do me a favor, drop one comment telling me what you want to build with agents. I read them and I'll shape future episodes around the good ones. If you want deeper written version of all this, my book's linked version is pinned below. Otherwise, I'll see you in episode 2 where we actually build one. Catch you there.